Hey there, Woodview Wildcats. Miss Schwensen here. Just wanting to have a little chat with you on some reminders for our Woodview Way expectations at school. So we've been in school for about 2 months now, and we've learned routines and we've learned expectations and we've done a lot of learning in general. So I'm here to talk a little bit about some things I'm seeing and need your help with. So this video is actually being made specifically for our grades 3, 4, and 5. So when I think of our grades 3, 4, and 5, I think that you guys are the leaders of our school. You're getting older, most of you have been here for several years, and you know how we operate here at Woodview. So I need your help because all of the younger students are looking to you guys as role models. So I just want to talk to you about some of the things that I'm seeing that wouldn't fall under the way that we normally act here at Woodview. So my first thing I'd like to talk about is the hallway. So when we're in the hall, the expectation is that our voices are at a level 0, that we're walking in a line, and that we're headed where we need to be in a way that's not going to cause anybody to be hurt or to distract anybody's learning. So I need that help. Sometimes I've been noticing on the way to lunch and at the end of the day specifically, we are definitely not following that expectation and it's causing some trouble. We've actually had some little ones almost like hurt or knocked over because especially at the end of the day we're just running to get where we need to be. So that is just not something that we can have happen here. So if you're headed to the bus lines or you're headed out to see your parents, you need to be walking when you are going there, and we're going to have staff members helping us remember that expectation. So the next thing I want to talk about is that kind of goes hand in hand with that is recess. So when we're headed out to recess, we have students that are hitting the doors so hard that the glass is actually getting loose in some of our doors. That is not something that we can have happen. So when we're headed out, please just gently open the door. Please just walk. We're all going to get outside, and if we continue to do things like that, then we're going to spend our recess time starting over and trying again. And nobody wants that for you. We want you to get out to recess and have a good time, but we've got to be careful. And it falls under respecting our school. We have a beautiful, wonderful, very special school here. And so we need to make sure that we're respecting it. The next thing that I would want to talk about would be leading into recess, which is the lunchroom. So when we already talked about how to get to the lunchroom, whether it's the lunch line or the lunchroom itself. If we have cold lunch, we need to be walking. But when we're in the lunchroom, we need to be sitting in our seats, not moving around. And we certainly do not expect to see anybody throwing food. That has been something that we've been noticing and is absolutely unacceptable. Moving forward, if we have any lunch supervisors seeing students throwing food, there will be, some time spent with Ms. Schwenz, and we might be helping Mr. Chris clean. We might be missing a recess. And again, nobody wants that for you guys. And I know that you know that that's not something that we would ever do here at Woodview. So wanted to make sure I talked about that. We need to make sure we're keeping our hands to ourselves, and we need to be kind to each other. So that would be some reminders for the lunchroom. Bathroom. When we're going to the bathroom, the expectation is you head into the bathroom, you do what you need to do, you wash your hands with a little bit of soap, use one paper towel, and you head back to class. We have some students being quite loud in the bathroom, can't have that. And we also have some students unfortunately choosing to use the resources in there to make a mess. And we all love Mr. Chris around here. We just celebrated him for Custodian Day, and he's having to clean up a lot of messes in the bathroom that he just shouldn't have to. And it just falls under not being respectful to him or the school. So I know that you can do it, and I need your help in the bathroom making the right choice. If you see somebody making a wrong choice, there's a lot of adults here that are willing to help with that. So feel free to let us know. The library. So when we are going to library, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about before school, during the school day, and after school. We do not walk through our library. So we need to go around. That is something that we've been noticing. We are not stopping to talk. We love Mrs. Wollersheim and Mrs. Stevens. They are not here to talk to you during learning. So there are some students stopping by to chat. That is no longer going to be allowed. And unless you have a library pass to check out a book outside of your library time, or you need to check out a Chromebook, we are asking that you do not go through the library. There are lots of students that need to learn in there. There are some staff members working in there, meetings happening, and it just can't happen. So we will be having Mrs. Stevens and Mrs. Wollersheim reminding our students that they need to not cut through the library if that were to happen. We have a really fun assembly planned for the end of the month. So Halloween is going to be fun around here because we have an assembly. Students are allowed to dress up if they want, as long as there's no masks or weapons. And then we're going to have trunk or treat during the day. And then we're going to finish it off with a dance at Woodview at night that PTG is putting on. Regarding the assembly, the point of this assembly is to celebrate the fact that we're following the Woodview Way expectations. If we have too many problems showing that we can do that, then we won't be having an assembly. So assemblies are one of my favorite things, and I know they're yours too. They're super fun, and it's what makes Woodview so great to be at. So I want to be there having fun with you guys, and I know that you can do it. You all are amazing, and part of the reason I love coming to work every day is because I believe Woodview is a really special place with amazing students that make great choices. They're kind to each other. I see it every single day. So nothing I've said here is something I think that you can't do, and I don't think that you don't want to do. I think that sometimes we just need a few reminders. So that was my purpose in this video. I appreciate you guys following through with these expectations so we can have a safe and amazing school, and I hope you have the best day. Thanks for listening.